Good morning! Are you excited for the next lesson?
Our lesson for the day is use context clues to find meaning of unfamiliar words. Definition. Learning objectives. A. Identify the meaning of context clues. B. Provide the meaning of words using context clues. Let us try. Answer the following words and questions in each number by writing it in the blank. Don't worry, there are pictures beside it as your guide. Number 1. Rice cake. Mother makes rice cake. It is our favorite delicacy made of ground rice and coconut milk. Are rice cakes Filipino food? Where can we buy rice cakes? The answer is yes. Anywhere. Number 2. Benches. In the park, there are many benches. People sit on them. Some benches are long. Others are enough for 2 persons. Where else can we find benches? The answer is plaza. Number 3. Wristwatch. This is wristwatch. I wear it around my wrist so that I can easily check the time. How does wristwatch help you? The answer is it tells time. Number 4. Surprise. Nena did not expect that her father would come home today from Dubai. She was surprised when she saw him. What does one feel when surprised? The answer is happy. Let us study. Directions. Watch and understand the short story below. Then, answer the corresponding questions to begin with learning journey. Go and begin.
A Cake for Kate by Greta Laura M. Cajong. Kate was turning 10, but she was not happy. Birthdays were ordinary days for her. She never had a birthday party. She never had a cake on her birthday, but she wished she could have one. After school, she would stand near the gate to sell rice cakes that her mother made. One late afternoon, Kate saw a big box on one of the benches. She picked it up and opened it. There were glasses, spoons, and forks. There were also 4 boxes of wristwatches, a bag of marbles, chocolates, combs, and some dresses. She closed the big box. She brought it to the principal's office. The next day, Mr. Basa, the school principal, and a lady came to Kate's class. The lady was Mrs. Salas, the owner of the box. Mr. Basa looked for Kate and he told Mrs. Salas how Kate found the big box. Mrs. Salas thanked Kate.
I just arrived from Cebu and the things inside the box are my pasalubong for my family.
She said.
I was at your school because I had to fetch my nephew. Then, I forgot that box.
She added. Sunday came. It was Kate's birthday. After attending Mass, Kate and her mother went home. They were surprised to see Mrs. Salas waiting for them.
Happy birthday, Kate!
Mrs. Salas said.
I bought you a gift. I asked your teacher about you and I am happy to know that you are not only a helpful daughter, but an honest girl too.
She gave Kate a red box tied with a ribbon. Kate opened the box. What a surprise! It was a cake for her birthday.
Question. Number 1. What is the title of the story? The answer is A Cake for Kate. Number 2. Why do you think Kate sells rice cakes? The answer is she helps her mother. Number 3. What did Kate see one afternoon? The answer is Kate saw a big box. Number 4. What did she do with the box? The answer is she picks and opens it. Number 5. If you were Kate, what would you do with the box? The answer is return it to the owner. Number 6. How did Mrs. Salas thank Kate for returning her box of pasalubong? The answer is gives Kate a cake on her birthday. Number 7. How did Mrs. Salas learn about Kate's birthday? The answer is to her teacher. Let us practice. How are you doing so far? Are you learning about your exercises? This time, let's go back to the story above and understand more about what the writer is trying to say. Answer the following question. Number 1. What did Kate sell after her classes? The answer is rice cakes. Number 2. Where did Kate see the big box? The answer is benches. Number 3. What do we call an object that was found in a box that used to tell us time? The answer is wristwatch. Number 4. Mrs. Salas gave Kate a red box tied with a ribbon. Kate opened the box. What do you think was the feeling of Kate? The answer is happy. Number 5. Mr. Basa looked for Kate and he told Mrs. Salas how Kate found the big box. What does Mrs. Salas say to Kate? The answer is thank you. Let us practice more. A word or a phrase in each sentence below is underlined. Encircle the letter that has a similar meaning. Use the text of each sentence to find the correct word. Start now. Number 1. Disneyland has a large and beautiful home to visit. It was a palatial place that everyone can be accommodated. A. Little. B. Ugly. C. Like a palace. D. Arena. And the answer is letter C. Number 2. Cardo and Carda have lunch in a restaurant in Davao City. They offered a variety of beverages like milk, coffee, and lemon juice. A. Drinks. B. Menu. C. Chocolate. D. Fruits. And the answer is letter A. Number 3. There is always sunshine after the rain. The rainbow lights up the sky with vivid colors. A. Ugly. B. Happy. C. Dull. D. Bright. And the answer is letter D. Number 4. The grade 4 Maxi class decided to exhibit their EPP outputs during parent-teacher conference? A. Show. B. Distribute. C. Keep. D. Throw. And the answer is letter A. Number 5. Nowadays, typewriters became obsolete with the development of personal computers. A. Star-studded. B. Popular. C. Outdated. D. Normal. And the answer is letter C. Let us remember. Context clues. Context clues are hints found within a sentence, paragraph, or a passage that you can use to understand the meanings of new or unfamiliar words. Activity. So, let's try to explore other words and give the meaning of the underlined word in every sentence. Number 1. Chester has such a kind disposition that he always helps people. In this sentence, the word disposition means the answer is attitude or way. Number 2. I asked if I could go to Iya's birthday party, and Mom said she would have to give it some consideration before she gave me an answer. In this sentence, the word consideration means the answer is thought. Number 3. My brother is a nuisance when he asks too many silly questions. The word nuisance means the answer is pest. Number 4. People should be careful not to ostracize those who are different from us. It is best for all if people are welcoming everyone. In this sentence, the word ostracize means the answer is exclude. Number 5. An evanescent ring surrounded the moon as it rose. It was there for a moment and then it disappeared. What do you think the word evanescent means? The answer is brief. Let us assess. Do the activity below to check how far you have understood the lesson. Direction. Read the following sentences. Underline and highlight the words that explain the meaning of the underlined words. Are you ready? Good luck! Number 1. Priya did not eat the stale cake because it was not fresh. The underlined word is stale. Number 2. Robert Lowell is a poet. He writes poems. The underlined word is poet. Number 3. Look at how many people line up to see a rare sight. It is unusual to see a man with the form of a fish. The underlined word is rare. Number 4. Some creatures rely on speed. Others make use camouflage, which is means of disguising oneself for protection. The underlined word is camouflage. Number 5. Lizard is a desert creature that likes to bury itself in the sand dune. Only one of its eyes is seen in the mound of the sand he is in. The underlined word is dune. Let us enhance. Now, apply what you have learned about context clues. Let's try to see how far your level of understanding on the difficult terms you will encounter. Direction. Listen to a text carefully. Can you figure out what the underlined words mean? Use sentence level context clues to help you.
Birthday party, prime. Once upon a time, when I was in school, my best friend, my closest friend, called me early in the morning to invite me to her birthday party the next day. I was very happy and very excited to go there on her request, but I needed to ask permission from my parents if they give their consent. I went to my papa's room and slowly I asked him, "Papa, tomorrow is my best friend's birthday party and I really want to go." Papa said, "Okay, I don't mind, but ask your mama." I went to mama and said, "Dear mama." Suddenly she replied, "What do you want?" I was shocked. "Mama, how do you know that I need to say something?" She said, "The way you talk shows that." And she smiled. I asked her, "Mama, I want to go tomorrow." She said, "Okay, you can go, but you have to be back before 10 o'clock in the evening." It surprised me. Then, my preparation started. I made a card for my friend and started selecting clothes for the party. And finally, everything was set. And I went to sleep and only one thing was there in my mind all the time. The party!
Number 1. The word best friend means. The answer is closest friend. Number 2. The word invite means. The answer is to request my presence or participation. Number 3. The word happy means. The answer is favored by luck or fortune. Number 4. The word permission means. The answer is to give consent. Number 5. The word shock means. The answer is stricken with sudden emotional disturbance. Let us reflect. Kids always remember this. A reader must be aware that many words have several possible meanings. A reader should rely on context clues when an obvious clue to meaning is provided, or when only a general sense of the meaning is needed for the reader's purposes. And this ends our lesson today.
Thank you, and that's all for this day. See you next time.